I'm actually serving with the Nigerian police. So, but I'm doing sport under the police. But this is also giving me reason for my life, actually, because to me, sport is a lifestyle for me. And I don't think I can stop it. Maybe till death. I don't know. But my wife don't have a choice. She's scared, actually, but she doesn't have a choice than to pray for me and fast whenever I want to go and fight and pray that I win. Welcome, guys, to another episode of Champions Talk. I'm here with Madam Nelly.
Hello.
Hello, Nelly.
Good day.
Hey, what's up, man? How you been?
I'm all right. I'm fine.
We've got interesting guys in the set today. One of the head coaches of the boxing world, Mr. Coach Oye.
Thanks for having me here. Thank you.
Thanks for having you here. We also have a champion, 3 times gold medalist of the National Sports Festival.
Yes.
You know, he's been to Cameroon, international fighter. I saw a video of him one time, like he's got hundreds of medals. You know, we have Mr. Bernard in the building.
Thank you, sir.
He's an MMA fighter, welterweight. So yeah, I think we should kick off with Coach Oye right here. Coach Oye, can you tell the people how you got involved in boxing and what your role is as a coach, and just tell us what's going on.
Thank you very much. My name is Abayomi Oyeleye. I'm a boxer with Borno State. I'm a boxer with Borno State Sport Council, and now I'm a coach with Borno State Sport Council. I started boxing in Lagos State here as a boxer. I represented Lagos State in the year 1985 National Sport Festival. Then, from there, I won bronze medal for Lagos State. Then from there, I was engaged by Nitel Boxing Club of Lagos in the year 1986 to 1989.
Wow.
Then now, in 1989, I was employed by Borno State Sport Council as a coach player. I represented Borno State also at 89 National Sport Festival, where I won bronze for them. Then I still won another laureate at National Sport Festival for Borno State. Now I'm a boxing coach with them. Now I'm a certified coach. Where I went to National Institute of Sport. I read diploma, higher national diploma, and I did IBA, International Boxing Association Star 1 coaching certificate.
Wow. Wow.
Well, it's been 40 years, 1985, that's like
1985.
So basically, you started off as a boxer, but you fought for Lagos State the first time.
I fought for Lagos State, I fought for Lagos State 3 times. 3 times. National Sport Festival, National Boxing Championship, and International Boxing between Lagos State and Canada at Niger Boxing Club.
Canada, that's like
Canada.
Out of Nigeria?
Out of Nigeria.
You've gone to represent them in
Lagos State.
Wow.
It's international.
Wow.
International tournament.
That's great, man. And from there, you now became a coach for Borno State now.
Coach for Borno State.
So you're carrying the torch. Now you two are leading all these other young guys to now go and represent.
Even my own son is at Philadelphia now. Oluwafemi Oyeleye.
What, your son?
If you Google now, my own son, my biological son.
Is a boxer.
He's a boxer also. You have 17-0.
He has won 17 and lost none.
Lost none.
Not drawn none either.
It's under Mayweather boxing promotion.
Wow.
Oluwafemi Oyeleye.
Oluwafemi Oyeleye. You guys should remember the name.
Oluwafemi Oyeleye.
He's the son of Coach Oye.
It's my son.
So, Coach, what's your boxing club, and what makes you different from everyone else that you're able to to get into like Mayweather's camp? That's not easy. So, let people know your camp. So people might be interested and say, man, this is the person I want to engage with.
I have my own club, I have my own club, and I'm still working with the boxing and State Boxing Association.
Okay.
Because I'm not waiting for a state or to look for a boxer from other state. I train my own product. I think you understand. I train my own product. There is one of my boxers outside country now. Not only my son that is outside country. Many boxers that are outside country, they train under me. So I train them now. They are now boxing outside country. So at this the last national sport festival, my boxer won 1 gold and 2 bronze medal. We could have won more than that. But
wait.
They don't allow one of my boxers to box. They know it's my medal hope. Because we are meeting Ogun State boxer. So they just, like, he boxed today. They don't supposed to box next day. So they just call out early in the morning. He boxed in one. He's supposed to win Ogun State. Because Ogun State, that the hosting state.
Okay.
They just call us early in the morning. And this boy is sharing weight. Like 2 kg. Immediately after his fight that day, he drink, he eat. It's over. You don't know that. So just call us early in the morning that my boy will still box again. And he didn't plan for it. He didn't plan for it. And the boy is over with 2 kg.
If he knew
it shows how intentional he is about some of his boxers. You know. So if it's fair to be some people just like, okay, that's selfishness.
No, it's not. You know what happened is at his national sports naturally, it was not to fight the next day. But you know how you have to make weight. If he knew the boxer was not to fight the next day, he would have said, don't eat so much. Or go and train right after you eat. So when they didn't tell him, just call him suddenly and they've got to go and weigh.
Yeah, I understand what he's saying. You know, some time ago, a coach once mentioned it here that he and his boxer went for a fight and the opponent was overweighing.
Yes.
They even went to jog. He couldn't meet up with the weight.
Yes.
So you get you know, some coaches are not so disciplined to follow that protocol.
Yes.
So that's what I'm picking from him. That for him to be that disciplined to tell his boxer that no, you can't do it, you still have to stay behind. It's
because we don't know. They didn't tell us that tomorrow your boxer will box you. They just call us early in the morning that the boy they must. It's not only my boy that is overweight. Most of them.
Now let's get something clear. Most of the guys that are overweight, did they get to fight or they also got
they're out of the game? You're out of the game.
And that's good because that means they're following protocol at least. It means there's no cheating.
There's no cheating.
Your boy,
I've seen no cheating, but they're supposed to inform us.
Maybe that's
tomorrow. Your boy is boxing, so I will just monitor.
Yes.
I only monitor those ones that are boxing. Like if you are not going to box now, I will leave you. But you must make your weight. But it's the boy. I've already made his weight before, and I trade. I have to allow me to
relax.
Okay,
because you already made his weight, so now you have to eat up.
To relax. So by now, tomorrow is boxing tomorrow. Now we make his weight today.
Yeah, you know what?
Not early in the morning.
Let's push his name out there. Unfortunately, Coach Oye's boxer was not able to fight. But tell them his name.
So his name is Sultan Adekoya. Sultan Adekoya.
What weight is it, please?
55 kg. 55 kg. That's bantamweight.
Okay, so Sultan Adekoya, bantamweight.
Bantamweight. Very soon, the national body will call them for international game.
Okay.
So I will plead. Maybe they will allow you to come to camp and meet the champion.
Okay.
Because I know everybody knows that it's going to be the champion. Yes. We know.
Okay, what happened is, if he had won that or he had gotten the medal.
If he win that, he will move to semi-final.
Okay.
Because it's quarter-final.
Yeah.
He beat Edo State first, then he come and beat Bayelsa. Supposed to meet Ogun State at the quarter-final to move to semi-final. So they just call us unexpected that, this is your boy, you box this. They box in 55 kg. They box today. They're supposed to rest tomorrow and fight next tomorrow. Why are they call us? This is can't do otherwise because it's authority from the Nigerian Boxing Federation officiating.
When they fight like that and they win gold medal or whatever, and they now get international. I didn't really understand that part. You said they now get international
invitation.
Like they now get to represent.
Country.
Do they represent the state or the country?
The country, Nigeria.
Anyways, we'll get back to you. Let's not leave our champion heads challenge.
My champion, sir.
Our belt winner. If you see his room, if you see his medal room,
See,
he sent me the videos. I was shocked.
When I was going through all of his wins, I had just 2 questions for him. I said, I want to ask you, one is about your personal life and one is about your business and all. So let me start with the deal, the boxing deal. So the other one will not take us so serious.
Okay.
So why do you love boxing? Because, sir, looking at you,
he does MMA. He does MMA.
No, I know. I want to know why. I want to know because this, he didn't achieve those things just like that.
Yes.
There are some pains. Hey, no. Sir, looking at you now, I can see something on your forehead.
Yeah, no, this is not. Sorry.
Is it boxing?
The camera should zoom into that.
This was that I had my head on the wall at home. I was sorry. First of all, my name is Oye Emmanuel Bernard, aka the knockout machine.
That's a camera. That's a camera there.
And
let them know your name again. Let them know your name again.
Sorry. My name is Oye Emmanuel Bernard, aka the knockout machine, KO machine. I didn't all my life in sport, in kickboxing, martial art. I've never gotten any injury.
Okay.
Just a little on the lips. This was just a scratch. I was busy in the house because actually I love cleaning. Trying to make sure the environment is clean. So I was busy in the house and then I was just, because of the force, I used to get up and I brush my head. And this was an accident I had some years back on bike and then this too.
Okay.
So I never had any injury or any cut during my years of competition. And like your question, like you said, to me, boxing or kickboxing, martial art is a gift. I don't know how I started it, but all of a sudden I know that I started with my late coach who died this year, February, I think. Coach Armstrong Bako of Kaduna State. I'm from Cross River, but I was born and brought up in the north, in Kaduna. So at my secondary school, I think at my final year, I think, yes, I was wondering when the coach came to the school and introduced kickboxing to us from the grassroots. And we started like joke. I went to one of my friends, Shedrack, say, what is that kickboxing? Let's go and see. And actually we went just to go and see what kickboxing is all about. And then the way the coach spoke to us, introduced the game, told us the benefit of the sport, and then actually we picked interest. And they started coming. Started going for the event and they're attending till date. And all of us that started that year, I think I'm still the one person fighting till professional level now. So to me, this martial art or boxing is a gift. God gave me a gift, and I think it will be a sin if I waste it. And I'm putting all my effort, the training, the struggle, everything, just make sure that I get to the top. And that's what I'm doing.
Obviously, we can see your efforts. We can see everything shining bright. So let me. Are you married?
Yes, I am married.
You're married.
Yes.
So this is where I'm going to.
Yeah.
Okay, no. It's not easy. Anytime I watch boxing as a lady, there is always this fear in my heart that they will remove his eye. They will do this, they will do that. How does your wife manage that? Is she fully in support of your dreams? Or there were times when you had this controversy that, this boxing you're doing, only you must do boxing, no, I can't do it. All this kind. Have you ever had that in marriage or so?
Actually, let me start from here. Even my mom, when I started going for this sport those days, my mom would be like, no, I don't want my son cannot go and do anything fighting. No, I don't want. But my dad, as a man, coach, and my dad will go and do whatever you want to feel like doing that will give you success. And I started doing boxing. But I got married my marriage will be 2 years by July. So I got married 2 years ago or a year and ago. And then my wife, today, she's scared of going to watch me fight. But I told her, when I'm going to fight in Lagos, you have to come. And maybe when I have the chance to take her outside the country to go and fight, I will still take her.
Hey.
She's scared. She's scared of watching me fight.
I'm scared of that.
She doesn't have the choice. Like my mom did not have the choice until when I started going to fight and get money and send her money. She will have no choice than to pray for me and fast whenever I want to go and fight. So same thing with my wife. And I remember I've been fighting and winning actually. I've had up to 35 knockouts in my years of amateur and professional. And then I was caught in the act one time. I went to kick and I took a punch here. Anybody could have gone down actually. And I went off. And my wife, we just got married. Of course, I went to Kano, came back to Lagos, went back to Kaduna, went to Benue, came to Lagos, went back, then went for traditional wedding and came back to Lagos for that fight. Actually, I thought, as a man, we always feel we are ready, we are strong, we are good. But actually, mentally, psychologically, I wasn't fit. And I had a fight and I took a hit and I went off. It took me like 5 minutes to recover. So my wife was like, oh God, I can't take this anymore. This is what I'm going to pass through. But actually, since this is what is giving us food and taking us far, I'm actually serving with the Nigerian police. So, but I'm doing sport under the police. But this is also giving me reason for my life, actually, because to me, sport is a lifestyle for me. And I don't think I can stop it. Maybe till death. I don't know. My wife don't have a choice. She's scared, actually, but she doesn't have a choice than to pray for me and fast whenever I want to go and fight and pray that I win. But we haven't discussed anything with her, like, you're going to stop sport anytime, any soon. She just scared about me losing and me getting injury. And so I feel like you have to give me the time to fight and pray for me to win. And actually, that's what I've been.
That's beautiful. Sir, so while you were talking, I just flashed back to, there's something they do in the military. Yeah. I say it a lot on internet, but they tell the men, who matters more? And they say, my wife, who does this, my wife, and that. So in boxing, has there been any ground where, yes, let me use the word ground, where boxers are being reminded that this skill you have, you don't extend it to your marriage? Is there is there anything like that? Because some people, they feel like, because they're champions, people love them, they feel too big, they become very, very violent, and the house become very violent. That's why you see mothers would not even want their son to go into the first place, because they feel like, this is it can get into their head and they just go out of control.
Yeah. I get what you are trying to say. I was Coach Oye should give testimony about that. I was together with one of our ex-boxer who is now an official referee. He was telling me that during my time I was stubborn, I was bad, I was this, I was that. But when I started doing boxing, I calmed down. So actually, because once you're a professional boxer, you cannot extend your fighting to any other person except in self-defense, which a person attacking you may be more than 2 or 3. So that's the ground where you can defend yourself, you can use your skill outside. So if I cannot fight somebody outside, if I cannot fight Mr. Yusuf outside, I see no reason why I should go and fight my wife in the house. That's why I always keep praying that whenever you want to get married as a fighter or as a boxer or as a martial artist, whenever you want to settle down, you pray hard for God to give a woman that will understand you. Because whenever you have a fight, you don't just need training. You also need mentally, psychologically. You have to build your brain. The brain have to come down to relax and think, because you are going to go and fight. It is just you and somebody, but it is more than the way we think it is. Because I have to beat you, you have to beat me. I don't mind the blow I will take. I don't mind the damage I will take. I don't mind the damage I will give to you. All that matters is for me to stand a winner at the end of the battle. So it's not easy. So I cannot extend my fighting skill or my power or my punching to my wife. Never. That can never happen.
Okay, I think I have one last question.
Okay.
Don't be angry, sir.
I'm with you.
Okay. You see, in sports like football and other games, I've heard some coach, let me use the word some people who are into the game, they say, stuff like this, you have to abstain from sex, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to be disciplined. She gets. So how is there anything like that in boxing? At that times you tell your wife, no, I have a fight, you have to stay on your own. Are there times like that?
A lot of times. Actually, like I said, I'm hoping to have a fight by the August at AKO. So whenever I start competing, preparing for my fight, maybe like a month or 2 before the fight, my wife have to understand. So she has to understand that this moment is for training, concentration, and prayers. So at this moment, whenever I want to, even in the Bible here, I know there's some pastor preachers around that whenever you want to go for fasting, the husband and wife have to discuss and agree. At this moment, we want to fast maybe for 30 days or for 40 days. We have to abstain. So we have to keep ourselves from that and then focus on what we are doing. Get the result, then we can celebrate. So my wife knows that, okay, if I have fight at this moment, okay, we have to stay off from anything intercourse then until after my winning. And when I win, we can celebrate.
So that moment can be like, how long?
Like a month, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, 1 week, 1 month plus.
Well, before the actual fight.
Before the actual fight, yes.
Wow. Now, going forward, Coach Oye said, like, for example, that sports festival, I know you were present at the festival as well.
Yes,
the 2024 Ogun State Games.
Yes.
He said when you win, you get a medal or something, then you're now eligible for international representation. Is that something, now being a good medalist, are you going to represent Nigeria anytime soon for the international games?
Actually, we've been traveling so many years, so many times during the after fight, but not most times not even after the festival itself. Even normal state or national championships, we can get fighters. The problem we have in Nigeria here, coach can testify, we don't have sponsors. That's why we will have difficulties when going out to go and fight international events. You don't have people to sponsor your athletes to go. But we, after the festival, we're supposed to go to represent Nigeria in the All African Championship, Kickboxing Championship in Cameroon. But some persons went, but because of sponsorship, some of us could not go.
Sorry, like who pays for those people that went? Is it the government or you have to fund it yourself?
Individual.
Oh, individual. If you win now, you're eligible to go, but you have to pay for yourself.
Yes, if there's sometimes it's when there's a championship. Once you're a champion and you're a good fighter, you're eligible to go for an international event. Not as much as there is one.
Yeah.
So, but what next? The question is who sponsors? How do you sponsor the
movement?
The movement. So if you have somebody to sponsor the movement, it's more easy. But if you don't have anybody, you will cater for yourself. If you can't, then you have to let it go.
So
another opportunity.
Coach Oye, now let's say like your medalist, your gold medalist, and like your other medalist now. This international sports, if peradventure finance or funding doesn't come for that, they would not be able to represent Nigeria internationally.
No, what is this that sometimes the government will say there is no fund.
Yeah.
So they will tell you guys that if you can fund yourself and sponsor yourself to the competitions,
that's fine.
So that is if you have a good manager or a promoter, personal on your own, we can sponsor you to the competition
and represent Nigeria. Because you still kind of elevate your own brand and your boxer.
Now, maybe if you come back, if you win a medal from that international game, the federal government will compensate you. That money and that
coach.
But sir, what is actually causing that lack of funds?
Because is it not necessary?
Is it that this boxing is
by force?
budget?
It's not by force.
It's not only boxing, no.
All sports.
It's happening in all.
The attention is mostly on the football. But that's where the attention is.
Even the football.
So I don't believe that not.
We are winning for Nigeria more than football.
But is Nigerian football not like on the under 17s? I don't know the best in the world.
Nigerian football.
Qualify for
Nigerian football is very
Cup.
good. That's the professional ones. Nigerian under 17s are like one of the best in the world. I know Nigerian under 17 football.
Don't loud.
They're very.
How long now?
I know they've been off for a while, but they were the best for a while.
What we want in this country,
we are better than
football is the World
football.
Cup. How do we get the World Cup? That's what we want. But actually, that's not the issue. That's not the topic. But we lack a sponsorship. I just believe this is our. I don't want to say government, but
the national body,
the
ministry,
body policy. So we are not getting it right. If we get it right, our attention will be on all sport, not just a particular sport. I know if coach take me as a boxer to go and fight outside the country in a championship international event, and the footballer goes, I alone is having a gold medal, and the footballers 20, some of them are having a gold medal.
Almost 40.
So I wish
they are fighting for one goal.
One goal, which I'm also fighting for one goal.
Yeah.
So I wish they get to understand it that way. They will
okay.
Other sports too.
At this last National Sport Festival, I'm the only person that won gold for Borno State.
Don't look at them.
You got one gold, and that gold came from boxing.
In all sports. That represented Borno.
Yes.
Imagine if Borno have taken footballers, hockey, and other team event to that festival, and none of them.
Yeah, they will spend a lot of money for 40 people.
They do.
Hockey.
One person,
ice
they
hockey.
win one medal.
Yeah, they do.
In combat, in individual game.
So when you win something like that and you represent and you won the only gold, don't you go to the Ministry of Sports in Borno or the government?
Yes, now they are planning. Now I even called my director yesterday.
Because you're the only gold medalist of the state. That's a big deal now.
Especially the medalist.
That's a big deal.
Yes,
yeah, but I heard, I think we had an interview here, but I don't know if it's aired yet. They said they were giving gold medalists at the event like 2.5 million or something like that, up to all medalists.
According to the state.
I know. That is, yes, that is coach. That is Ogun State government.
I don't know.
I thought it was official.
That was the Ogun State Sports Festival.
Yes.
That's what they went to.
No, not for everybody.
Not for state too. Just for Ogun State.
Oh, that's for their own state.
Just for their own boxers.
Other state from
their own sports representative.
Yes. Their own.
Their own.
Other state make the same promises.
Okay.
The problem is hope they pay, because
Can't you hold them to this stuff? You can't hold them accountable.
You also hold them to their
Without
promises.
God.
You can't hold them accountable now.
But we wait for them when they want to when they want to organize another sport festival. They will still call us, and from there we tell them that they should give us
What they're owing you.
At least pay what you owe before we come again.
Yes.
But most of the times here in the country, we have that kind of promises and they don't fulfill. So they promise you when you go to this festival, we may go medal and I'll give you so amount of money. The money doesn't stop the problem. It just compensate you for your effort. But they don't end up paying. So we just get to it. We do this thing for love of the sport. Even Coach Oye can testify. The love of the sport that we have, not for the money, because the money will come, but it doesn't come the way to solve the problem. You cannot solve the problem you have. It's just the love of the game that we are doing. We are still doing this sport. So know that because our policy in the country is not top notch, so we are not getting it right. If not, if I to live abroad with what I'm saying, with all the medals I've had, all my winnings, I should know where I am today and the level of sport. But here in the country, I'm just struggling.
Do you think management matters? Like you're saying, these people come and meet you. If there was writing, you have a legal team behind you, you have all this kind of normal backings. I'm sure they will. I know government can be a bit funny, but they'll respect some kind of this one.
Policy.
Don't mess with this one or this one. You go carry lawyer come now. This one, you go do this one. This one, the management go involved.
I don't want to actually go too deep. Try to mind languages and mind my word. Like what happened at the National Sports Festival, I think Coach was there to testify. They locked us in the way they camped us. Nobody could go out because they didn't pay athletes their money. This has been happening. This is not the first time, not the second, not the third, another will be the last.
Promise the athletes that they're not fulfilled.
To pay their camp allowances. They didn't pay. So
they lock where we're supposed to go for fun at that very
even we
they lock all the place that everybody
from around 2 p.m. or thereabout. We're there.
The Ogun State officials locked you guys.
No, the athletes.
The athletes that are representing Ogun State.
Yes.
They said nobody go come up for a year now if you don't give us our money.
So you see, okay, if this is happening during the sport festival, so imagine what would be after the sport festival.
Everyone has gone on.
They promise you money and who knows if they will fulfill or not. So we just try to mind our way so that we don't go too deep to what it was not really.
To think that news got to us that everything was fine, everything was intact. Anyways,
some persons have called me and asked questions that we had to promise you guys 2.5 million. I said no, it's not for we.
Yeah, because we're happy for you guys.
I represented Edo State, so we are still waiting for the government to do something about it. But this is for Ogun State, who promised the athlete, if you win a gold medal, I'll give you 2.5. So
because they are the hosting states.
Yeah.
That's why they.
So it was difficult to pay allowances. So how sure are we that the 2.5 will come?
So this boxing you're doing, is this the only source of livelihood?
Like I said earlier, I'm a policeman. So I work with the Nigerian police. And I thank God for the police IG who give us time to do our sport. So I have enough time for my sport and just to go and win to represent the police and win and make a name.
So you're a policeman?
Yes.
How did you balance that? I want to know.
Like I said, the police IGP has give us the time, opportunity to do our sport. So I'm a policeman on that sport. I'm doing my sport. Whenever I go for my training every morning and evening, and then whenever there is a fight, I go to fight to represent the police. So whenever I want to go and fight, I always carry my Nigerian police flag to show that I'm a policeman. So
what has been your worst experience so far?
In terms of what?
Boxing.
Not too much. Not lack of a sponsorship. That is what. No, we keep struggling. They don't. After so many times I've trained and the event is just like a week to the event and end up being disappointed because there's no sponsorship and nothing more. And then during the times of fight,
like the fight gets cancelled or
no, not cancelled because you don't have who to sponsor you.
I don't know what you mean. You can't transfer yourself there. What?
Instead, if I have a fight in UK now today, how can I transfer myself? So the same thing with the African countries. How can you transfer yourself?
Yeah, but the fight in UK, I'm not going to pay you for the fight. Or they pay after the fight.
Like if it is amateur fight, like the one when the championship, Wako championship happened in Cameroon, it is amateur. So after the fight, there's no payment. So they were expecting that the federation to have sponsors, pay allowances and everything to go and fight, make a name for this country and come back. But if you don't sponsor and you don't have any means of, if you go there, maybe I cannot complete it. So when I go, I cannot get money to come.
Now, you can say government, but all these international people as well, they go out and they meet businesses, they meet brands. I think management matters, if you have a good brand now, they'll go and meet banks. They'll carry you there. They'll show them your medals. They'll go
As for
with
sponsorship, are you talking about
yes. Now
sponsorship?
they'll put you on billboards. They'll put you on TV adverts. They'll push you, and they'll push the sector of that sport. You can't just say a government.
You know, sponsorship is not easy. Sponsorship is more like a 50-50 thing.
Yeah,
if
but
I sponsor you, what's my gain? What are you bringing to me? So some people will not just want sponsorship is money. It's expensive.
I know, but if your management, when I say management, the brand, the people want to sponsor is different. But your management, they're pushing your face out there so that this sponsors like, this guy's face is going to sell our brand. So that's why they use actors to sell Goldberg and all this other stuff because their face is popular. So what they need to do, your management to make you popular so that this brand can say, this guy's face will sell our brand.
Actually, I'm getting what he's saying. If to me, I feel if the country will make a policy, or if our policy will be like all these big companies we have in Nigeria should focus on some sporting activities or other sport activities, it will be fine. So if we have different brands in Nigeria, if they will sponsor sportmen for different events, that will be fine. But they don't. And before, like she said, if I want to sponsor you, what are you bringing to the table? What are you bringing back in return? What am I gaining? If I'm spending 50,000, what am I getting in return? So that's one thing most of these companies focus on. So if I'm not getting anything, I will not put my money or a brand to that which I now will not get in return. So that is it. So I don't know.
And talking about branding is expensive too.
Mm-hmm.
If the management wants to brand their boxer, it's a whole lot.
Yeah, it is.
It's a whole lot.
That's how you promote a manager,
You need to make videos, proper production. You pay the people involved. It's not easy.
It's not easy. In the boxing now, I don't think we have any company that is sponsoring boxing.
Same in kickboxing.
But you will see them in football.
Yes.
Basketball, yeah.
Another team event like that.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know why they don't come into.
I think there's some sort of neglect.
You know that boxing stuff. Some women don't like it. Some people are scared of it. Some people are like, nah.
But that's entertainment, you know. It's easy to pay.
All right, going forward now, welterweight champion. Like we said,
featherweight actually.
Is it featherweight? What's your kg?
I fight 65 kg in MMA, featherweight, and in kickboxing.
So is 65 kg not welterweight?
In boxing is different.
It's different. Boxing and kickboxing is different. And MMA. So in MMA is featherweight 65 kg. And then 61 kg is bantamweight. So sometimes I fight 65, sometimes I have to come down to fight 61 kg.
You mentioned your next fight now is in August at the AKO event.
Yes.
Do you know your opponent yet?
It has not been finalized yet, but I was going to ask. So I'm ready, just waiting to fight. 23rd of August, AKO, I think it should be in Lagos, yeah. But the opponent is not finalized. So when they finalize, I'll know the opponent I'm fighting.
All right.
How long does it take? Is there no room for you to know your opponent early enough so you can prepare, know his skills, find out about
fights?
Sure, there's room. Even when they call me, they propose somebody and talk to my management, we're like, no, this person, we are not ready for me this one yet, or we want this one yet, or no, we talk about who you want to fight, if you are ready for that person yet or not, or the person you're giving me is not my level or he is. So that kind of thing. So when we talk, we decide. But you know, like 1 month, 2 months, or even 3 months sometimes, you know who you are fighting. You start preparing for each other.
Coach Oye. Yeah. So right now, I'm sure you have a lot of boxers, since you said 3 of them won medals and some students. Yeah. So what's the next step for these boxers now? What's like the end goal? What is the aim? What's your next plan for them?
The next plan for the boxers. And now we are doing training to prepare ourselves because they are coming from the national body that I should prepare those boxers, especially the one that won gold medal.
Wow.
So there is one competition, international competition at Saudi Arabia that we are now preparing for immediately, maybe by October.
Wow. So he will be going out soon. I know they're doing this. They're doing this WBC amateurs. Is it pro?
Pro.
But they're doing amateurs as well.
No, amateur is professional.
But not in Saudi.
Our own is amateur.
I don't know. WBC amateur featured in Nigeria, I think it was in February.
Okay. That is amateur.
They did that then. Is that the one that's going to Yucateco? Yeah.
Yes, that's that. It's amateur. Then now WBC, before it's professional, they used to promote. But now they now used to promote amateur. So this Yukateko now is the first person to bring WBC amateur to Nigeria. So that's how it is.
Those are people that are helping the boxing.
Yes, because Yukateko is not a government; it's a private body, and it's trying. It's doing its best. That is what we want in boxing. One person that will promote boxing. Do you understand? So people are running. I don't know why they are running for boxing. Maybe and there is money there.
It's scary. You know, one journalist was there and she was talking to us about Dambe.
Dambe.
Traditional.
She even said that one can fight you with a snake poison. And it's
allowed. It's
allowed.
Dambe is more of a tradition.
It's tradition.
And tradition, we believe that the culture, more of culture, yes, tradition and culture. So we believe that all those stuff are allowed. You didn't know that me too, I've gone to do Dambe once in Kano. My friend Jibril invited us, one of my friends, Judo, went to go and fight Dambe. And when we came, those guys were like giving us charm to tie on their hands, stuff, charm to put our hands inside one deep pot. Like, no, we don't do this, we don't do this. And those guys, yeah, you see, somebody will take something on the hand, be talking to you, and come and pour on your body. And then when they stand on you, they're not looking for means of trying to weak you. And so me, when they did that, somebody did that to me. He poured that, the first person did that to me in my body, and I will say, tell my friend, give me water, give me water. I drank and I poured my head. And do you know what the commentator said? That I've gone to go and should I say nullify? I've gone to neutralize the charm. So it's a belief, you know. Some of this
you can use juju normal.
Yeah, it's allowed. It's allowed in Dambe, it's allowed. You can use juju, it's allowed.
People's fathers, husband.
People be cheering, you know, they'll be cheering. She
even mentioned that some foreigners are beginning to gain interest, that even some foreign sponsors.
A white man came and fought Dambe. It was last year or last year. He came and fought Dambe.
Did he win?
No, I don't think.
You never.
Can't wait.
You didn't even know juju.
Before they don't even wear glove. Yes. But now they used to wear one hand glove.
Yes, that is for coaching.
Is it glove or hand wrap? Is it not this hand wrap?
It's at their own.
You just tie their hand with
like
glove.
when I went.
And it says it's one hand.
It's one hand. If
it's one hand.
Left hand or right hand, handed person. You trap it very strong.
Okay, you mean at this National Sport Festival?
But traditionally, it's still
they're using their own.
Wait, then they were in National Sport Festival now?
Yeah,
They were at Ogo State?
Not just this one, the previous one even. It's not a national event, but they use glove.
They use one hand glove.
Can left hand only fight left hand or?
No.
Anybody, if you're left
hand, if you're using left, you wear left. If you're using right,
you can fight any hand.
Anybody, yes.
It's the strength that matters.
Once you are left away, it's like what to do. You take your stand. So whenever you take your stand, you're going to be using the hand to punch. So what I learned with the event is that you can punch this way and still wave the hand back. So if you dodge this one come back get you and you fall. That's the end of the event. So you lost. But it's interesting though. Very interesting. I mean,
very interesting. Yes.
I've never seen it in real life. I've only seen it on TV. But I didn't know they were now in national sports event.
I went to and I had fun because my friends say, "Come, let's try Dambe." I said, "Serious?" He said, "Yes." Okay, let's go. Then we went to Kano. So we went to go and try the event, and it was nice. You know, so they were like those people from the north. So I was coming. You know, they were like they brought people away from the north to come and fight Dambe in Kano. And to them, it's like first time seeing people coming from this far away to come and fight Dambe. I know we believe that Dambe is just for the northern people, but actually it's now escalating to the other part of the world of Nigeria.
Yes,
so we went, actually, just the two of us, me and my colleague, we went to go and fight. And it was fun because they made an announcement on radio. People came here a lot to come and see this for
outsiders.
To fight them. But it was fun, though. I mean, it was fun. Though we didn't get injured. But
did you win?
We lost. No, we lost.
Is it hard to? Is it really hard? Is it technical?
It's just people here. You just enter them and
start beating them. Actually, it's just it's the rules. If you fall after the referee blow the whistle and the fight start, once your hand touches the ground or you fall or your knee, aside your 2 foot on the ground, you've lost.
You're out.
So any mistake you do, you fall and you're lost. So you lost. You're out.
All right. So let's just say Coach Oye of Golden Gloves and of Benue State representative.
Team Bono.
Team Bonu. I wish you the best going forward. And our champion here, bantamweight.
Yeah, bantamweight.
Bantamweight.
Yeah, bantamweight.
Yeah. So, thank you for coming to the show. We hope to have you again next time. Well, you're always welcome here, Madam Nelly.
I feel so happy seeing him. Sometimes we see these stars on TVs. We don't really know what to go through. And, getting to know him in person, his experience and how we see the business, it's so beautiful. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. We hope to see you soar higher and higher and higher. We hope that you grow and become a big name that we will always remember.
Thank you.
In Jesus' name.
Thank you.
Coach Oye, keep spilling out major talents. And I wish your son at the Mayweather camp all the best.
Amen.
All right. From Champions Talk, like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.